We have about a 2-minute warning. It looks like there are a few seats available now up front, so if you're standing at the back and you'd like to find a seat, we have some in the middle. So 2-minute warning, we're about ready to go. Good morning. Today's ceremony will begin with the presentation of the graduates, along with the presentation of diplomas. The graduates will be entering the stage in alphabetical order through the hallway, or pardon me, through the archway. They will proceed to the center of the stage where they will receive their diploma and pause for pictures. After receiving their diploma, they will exit down the stairs and sit in the chairs to the side of the stage. Please turn your cell phones off or to silent during the ceremony. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Graham Kalo and Mr. Jeff Peterson to join me on stage for the presentation of the diplomas.
Yondel Andel. Emerson Armstrong. Johnny Baker. Ostap Barenda. J.U.L. Bergallo. Eric Bierman. Avriel Bodenstab. Jordy Boyd. Caden Boyd. Peyton Brady. Jacob Bradischuk. Seth Britton. Trip Butt. Everett Carlson. John Ross Cashman. Ryan Chua. Lindy Clark. Angela Cook. Ananya Dara. Tristan Desjardins Neal. Naomi Dyes. Alexi Doman. Taylor Downey. Cameron Federichka. Alexa Ferguson. Marley Fettis. Brooke Forsyth. Owen Guyard. Chris Gloria. Madden Gordon Danku. Sage Gray Starcevich. Isaac Haiti. Kyler Hannah Freeman. Wyatt Hogrud McKee. Avery Henriksen. Amelia Hodgins. Chad Huckstead. Luke Irvin. Samantha Jensen. Elise Johnson. Portia Katchmer. Tegan Kerr. Jordan Klenk. Tristan Komodowski. John Lackno. Leith Lee. Hallie Leland. Adam Linnell. Lucas Lovell. Camilla Macarao Nunez. Skylar McDermott. Darcy McLean. Scott McLean. Elijah Miller. Jalen Miller. Logan Mooney. Lindsay Murphy. Ellie Murray. Wyneth Cyril Naranja. Anthony Oladan. Temi Omalumbe. Samuel Palmer. Charles Andrew Panahan. Bryden Paul. Henry Peterson. Bogdan Prakaschuk. Kirillo Huzanov. Rezvan Ronald Quimpan. Connor Robb. Cabri Romanek. Malik Rusk. Raheem Sakabello. Naya Schaller. Joshua Sheminar Swan. Elizabeth Schultz. Tyrell Staling. Chloe Stevenson. Isabel Stevenson. Presley Stevenson. Emma Stewart. Gage Stewart. Amy Sakash. Aaliyah Taylor. Kira Terrell. Christina Terrace. Jennifer Thorison. Delaney Toluchuk. Ronald Ty. Ashlyn Wallington. Armani White. Ethan White. Taylor Whitney. Oakley Jeremy. Annie Infante Suarez.
my gosh, that's a lot of smiling children, isn't it? I think they're very happy today. At this time, I'd like to introduce your SAA presidents for this year, Emerson and Charles. Please come up to the stage.
That we are on Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis. We pay our respect to the First Nations and the Métis ancestors of this place and reaffirm our relationship with one another.
Now, please rise if you're able and remove your headgear for the singing of our national anthem. Now, if we could please have our principal, David Paincho, on the stand.
Oh yes, thank you. Good morning again, everyone. The first thing that I'd like to take the opportunity to say to all of you is thank you. As my first year as principal of MUCC, I feel so welcomed by our entire community. I have to be honest, I was very nervous coming here after having replaced a very long-time administrator with roots deep in this community. And the first time I stood in front of the staff to address them, I think I sweated through every pair of clothes that I had on that day. So thank you. Thank you for welcoming me as a member of MUCC and as a member of Melfort. If you didn't know, I'm actually moving to Melfort here. I take possession tomorrow, actually, for a new house here in Melfort. So I'm thankful to be here. Graduates, I haven't had an opportunity to get to know you very long, and so I was thinking really hard about what I would like to say to you this morning. I've heard grad speeches where they address multiple people from the grad group and make some jokes or this and that, but unfortunately I don't know you well enough to do that. So my next best thing is to try and draw upon some inspiration that I've had throughout the year. I coach quite a bit, and part of my coaching portfolio is a club volleyball team. And I reflected on a tournament that we were at this past season, and we didn't do so well at this tournament. I think at the time we were preparing for the last match of the tournament, and our record was, I think it was 2 wins and 6 losses or something like that. So we did not perform very well. And so we're heading into the last match feeling a little deflated because we had high aspirations to do well that tournament. And what I said to them before that match was something along the lines of, all right, let's let our record this weekend merely describe us, but let's let the performance that we leave this tournament as a definition of us. And I thought to myself, I think that is the most profound thing I've ever said. But thankfully, I have a recording of how the girls responded to it. This is how they responded. I really do think that there's a vast difference between being described by something and being defined by something. So I thought about this a little bit longer. And what I have here for you today is a culmination of the thoughts around this idea. Each of us is a mosaic of traits, experiences, and circumstances that come together to form who we are. These elements are what describe us. They encompass our talents, our passions, our achievements, our backgrounds, and even our flaws. They are the threads woven into the fabric of our identity, painting a picture of our unique selves. However, there's a crucial difference between being described by these aspects of our lives and allowing them to define us. You see, to be described by something is to acknowledge its presence in our lives, to recognize its influence, but not to surrender to its control. On the other hand, to be defined by something is to allow it to become the sole narrative of our existence, overshadowing all else. Let me illustrate this by an example. Imagine someone who has faced adversity in their life. Perhaps they've experienced failure, rejection, or hardship. These experiences undoubtedly describe a part of who they are. They have shaped their resilience, their empathy, their understanding of the world. But if they allow these setbacks to define them, to dictate their sense of worth or potential, then they risk being trapped in a narrow, confining narrative that obscures their true existence. This part is where I think we're at right now. We often encounter labels in our society. Labels based on our gender, our ethnicity, our socioeconomic status, our profession, or even our interests. These labels describe aspects of our identity, but they should never be allowed to define us entirely. For instance, being labeled as a doctor or a teacher describes a profession, but it shouldn't restrict us from exploring other passions or dimensions of our identity. Similarly, traits like introversion or extroversion, intelligence or athleticism describe facets of who we are, but they should never become the sole lens through which we view ourselves or allow others to perceive us. The danger of allowing ourselves to be defined by external factors is that it limits our potential for growth and self-discovery. It confines us within narrow boundaries, stifling our curiosity and creativity. It fosters a sense of inadequacy when we fall short of societal expectations associated with those labels. So, how do we navigate this distinction between description and definition? It begins with self-awareness. The ability to recognize and embrace all aspects of ourselves, both the strengths and the vulnerabilities, without judgment or shame. It requires cultivating a mindset of resilience and adaptability, understanding that while our circumstances may shape us, they do not determine our worth or our potential. It also involves challenging the labels and stereotypes that society imposes on us, refusing to be confined by narrow expectations or preconceived notions. It means embracing our complexity and embracing the multiplicity of identities that make us who we are, not as a source of fragmentation, but as a source of richness and depth. In conclusion, let us remember that while we are described by many things, our experiences, our traits, our circumstances, we are not defined by them. We are more than the sum of our parts. Our true essence lies in the boundless potential of our humanity, our capacity for growth, for resilience, for empathy, and for love. So I challenge you, graduating class of 2024, are you going to let these things describe you, or are you going to find a way or a path that defines you? Thank you.
We would like to call on Mr. Kevin Graham to bring greetings from the Northeast School Division.
Welcome, graduates, guests, teachers, and families. On behalf of the NESD, it is a true honor to be here as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of our class of 2024. Graduates, this is a moment that is a testament to your hard work, your determination, and your resilience. You've navigated the challenges of high school. You persevered, and today we recognize your dedication. High school is a journey of growth, discovery, where you not only learn academic subjects, but you also learn important life lessons. You build relationships, friendships, you overcome obstacles. You develop into capable individuals that you are today. As you step into this new chapter, remember, all the skills and values you cultivated here at MUCC, they will serve you all well in your future endeavors. To the teachers and staff, I want to thank you for your unwavering commitment to the students. Your guidance and support has been instrumental in shaping these young minds. And to the families, your encouragement and sacrifices are the foundation that bring us all here today. Graduates, the world is full of opportunities and challenges. Embrace them with confidence and curiosity. Continue to strive for excellence and never stop being kind and compassionate. And never, ever stop learning. You have the power to make a difference and inspire and lead those around you. So as you leave here today, take pride in your accomplishments and look forward with optimism. The future is bright, and it belongs to you. So congratulations to the class of 2024. We are incredibly proud of you and excited to see the incredible things you will achieve. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Graham. We are all very fortunate to have been students here in the Northeast School Division. We'd like to now introduce Counselor Tim Homans to bring greetings from the City of Melfort.
Well, I'm very humbled and honored to be asked to speak today because I recognize a few teachers and a few parents that I went to school with and people around town. And I brought a prop. I don't want to cover up our crest here too much, but I'm born and bred Melfort, South Side. Grew up next to the, sorry about that, born and bred, growing up right next door to the Bradys. Anyway, on behalf of Mayor Glenn George and Melfort City Council, I extend warm greetings to our graduates, guests, and dignitaries this morning, many of whom have traveled to be in our community. To those who have traveled here, welcome to Melfort. We are a dynamic and vibrant city renowned for our hospitality and friendliness. We hope you will enjoy exploring our beautiful parks and pathways, facilities, the many unique restaurants and shops, and other beautiful amenities in our city. While you are here, truly take the time to play Melfort. Our community has a special brand of community spirit and enjoys hosting special gatherings such as graduation. We're sure you'll discover why we live it and why you'll love it. Shameless promotion over. As we gather here today, we acknowledge we are on Treaty 6 territory, and the homeland of the Métis, we pay our respect to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place, and we reaffirm our relationship with one another. The following is from the University of Saskatchewan. You may not know that the land acknowledgement is an old tradition. It has been a way for visitors to a land to demonstrate and pay homage to the people you are engaging. It recognizes the strength and wisdom of the place that has given rise to the people who are of that land. And it invokes the spirit of that place to support your good intentions. By recognizing the intimate relationship between the place and people, you are demonstrating that you understand what is important and that you are trustworthy. To do this, you must use your own voice. As we reflect on our land acknowledgement, I think of how fortunate we are as a community for you to be receiving your diplomas and embarking on the important mission of giving voice to yourselves and our community by sharing our stories, recognizing our people, place, and relationships. And yet it seems somewhat paradoxical to be bringing greetings when it may seem like this is a goodbye. All right, audience participation part of the address. Quick show of hands here. How many of you graduates are thinking, I can't wait to get the heck out of here? It's okay, be honest. 20 some odd years ago, I sat in the same green chairs, getting ready to cross this same stage, accept the same diploma from some of the same fantastic teachers. I won't say which ones. Getting ready to get the heck out of here. And I wanted to experience the world, or at least the U of S in Saskatoon. But later, I took little pieces of Melfort with me wherever I went. I've worn this same Comet sweatshirt in 5 provinces and all 3 territories, underground in 3 of them. I've worn it skiing in Chile, had it in my bag when I went to Korea and toured the demilitarized zone. Took it along on my honeymoon through mainland Europe, the UK, and Scotland. It's made multiple trips throughout the southwest United States when I bought a place in Vegas. It was somewhat of a synecdoche for all those little pieces of Melfort with me, and it became a conversation starter. As you move into the next chapter, I hope you'll take advantage of the opportunities to travel, to learn, to work, to engage in conversations with other cultures, nationalities, religions, and beliefs. To truly become, as the University of Saskatchewan says, be what the world needs. I truly believe an open mind, an open discussion, and an open heart is the way to understanding and incorporating multiple perspectives for the betterment of communities. The world is full of beautiful, interesting, exotic places. And I'm certain that as you go out and experience them, you'll speak fondly of Melfort while recognizing the intimate relationships between the places and peoples. The City of Melfort's official seal is built upon a foundational motto of, from many builders, one community. And further, from Saskatchewan's motto, multis egentibus viris. Latin pronunciation remains, I don't know, not my strong suit. But what it translates to is from many people's strength. The thing is, when you set something free and it comes back, it's yours. My hope for you is that as you may leave Melfort to become what the world needs, you'll consider that Melfort needs you and will always be here to welcome you back. Have fun tonight. I know it's going to be a party. But please, be safe tonight. On behalf of His Worship, Mayor Glenn George, and Melfort City Council. I'm excited to bring greetings and wish you a very joyful graduation and extended success in your days to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Homans. As a former graduate of MUCC, you have done this high school proud.
Let's give a warm welcome to Delaney Toluchuk to give the address to the parents. Delaney has been a critical part of our student council and ensures that students have a safe and welcoming space here at MUCC.
Good morning, everyone. Students, parents, teachers, and courageous volunteers. My name is Delaney Toluchak, and I'm here today on behalf of the graduates of 2024 to celebrate this incredible milestone and voice an appreciation to the people who have motivated us unconditionally along the way. Parents, you've been the wind beneath our wings, lifting us up to be the people we are today. No matter what happens on the field, ice, or stage, you never failed to clap and cheer us on, even if we struck out, missed a shot, or said the wrong line. You've had to endure some culinary sacrifices. As we all know, the fastest way to a teen's heart is through their stomach. Making nutritious food to energize us for the day ahead greatly contributed to our success, although our lunch hour definitely keeps the McDonald's in business. To our outstanding parents, grandparents, guardians, and caretakers, your work never goes unappreciated. I want to thank all of our family and friends here today for your unwavering support and encouragement. You are our navigation and motivation, guiding us towards the right path. The values we have learned are a deep-rooted part of us, and we are all a reflection of our families. Class of 2024, I'm so thankful to have grown up with a group of individuals who display individuality, respect, intelligence, and great senses of humor. Parents, your love and support has been a constant in our teenage world. We've had highs and lows, but you've been by our side through it all, studying for the treacherous AP Calculus exam, and crying at the kitchen table because we both do not know how to do grade 4 math. We hope that you can sit here today with pride as you watch your young adults walk across the stage. To the ones who push us on day by day, even the days when they feel defeated, we've made it here as one. Grads, when you get the chance, thank your parents. They've earned it, not just today, but every day. Thank you for being our role models, anchors, and biggest cheerleaders. We couldn't have accomplished this without you, and we will continue to make you proud. Here's to you all, our wonderful parents and caretakers. We share our achievements with you today. Thank you for your time, and give it up for the parents of Class 2024.
Thank you so much, Delaney, for those kind words. Now, let's please give a warm welcome to Sam Jensen to addressing the school, who has worked hard for her years getting great academic grades and sorry, I'm getting really nervous. Let's please just have Sam Jensen and give her a round of applause as she comes on the stage.
Hello, I am Samantha Jensen, and I am honored to stand here today and speak about the wonderful school we all know as MUCC. For us 2024 graduates, MUCC has been such an important part of all our lives. We have each spent what seems like endless hours here at school, and the amazing teachers, staff, and students have all made it worth it. So thank you. The staff went out of their way to make this place friendly and welcoming for each and every one of us to enjoy. The teachers filled us with knowledge and taught us numerous courses, but also did much more. They taught us how to live our lives in our own way, persevere when things get tough, and how to have fun while going through this journey of high school. Whether we remember the learning from our school subjects or not, we will always have these bigger life lessons to remember also. Some of us may only remember the funny memories or the fun things we did together instead of doing our work. We might only remember moments like when Mr. Kalo accidentally smashed his monitor and then spilled coffee on it during math class. Or when we played trivia in Mr. Carlson's class to kill time at the end of a period. And for some of us, it was the potlucks in English that were the best days. Coincidentally, Mr. Painshow and Mr. Kalo always checked in on us those days, but then we wouldn't see them again until the next potluck. I would also like to thank the coaches and club leaders who allowed us to participate in a wide variety of extracurricular activities. You have filled us with many memories and skills that will last beyond high school. In addition, I want to thank the kind teachers and staff members who watched us play, organized, and officiated the sports we love, both inside and outside of school clubs. A special thank you to Mr. Kalo for reffing my hockey games, but not for putting me in the penalty box. I still don't think my hit deserved that penalty. I would like to thank Mr. Gray and wish him a happy retirement with many great years to follow. Your countless hours spent around the school will be dearly missed. Also, a happy retirement to Mr. Sorstad after spending his entire teaching career here at MUCC. It is well deserved after putting up with my English class through the Canadian Literature assignment. Once again, thank you to all the staff and caretakers who make MUCC such a special place in our hearts. High school hasn't always been easy, but because of you, I know that us students will miss the school in some way or another. Lastly, thanks to the students and class of 2024. We each took our own path to graduation, but we stuck with it and made it through together. We should all be proud of ourselves. I hope we can all cherish the memories of this school and take the time to appreciate everything we learned here. Good luck in the future and wherever life takes you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam Jensen, for addressing the school. Let's now welcome Mrs. Batuk to do the Wall of Fame induction.
Hi. The Wall of Fame has been a long-standing tradition in our school, and we're lucky to have 2 more inductees this year. You may have noticed the wall as you came in, the entranceway between Gym 1 and Gym 2, and if you have a chance to glance at it a little longer before you make your way outside to take all your pictures, you will see that there's a long-standing tradition of lauded individuals and teams who we are proud to be able to say came from MUCC. The committee is made up of 3 current students, an SCC member, that's a parent member of the committee, an administrator, and a teacher. And we were lucky enough to have 2 nominees this year that stood out amongst the rest, and so we're actually inducting 2 people today. Lane McGilvery, who's a world champion chuck wagon racer, is on the circuit right now, so he was not able to be here. But we have Julie Cozen in our midst, and I'd like to welcome her to come up on the stairs and to the stage to join me. It wasn't very long ago, or I think it wasn't very long ago, that Julie was in my grade 11 or 12 art class. And I remember after her accident, she was showing us her prosthetic leg, and I remember she got a fancy leg that she wanted to show off because she was going to be wearing that with her prom dress. I think that's what happened. Yeah, so I had the pleasure of knowing Julie and having her in my class, and was able to see her strength and perseverance in the face of adversity. So I want to tell you a little bit about what she's been up to since she graduated here. So Julie is a two-time Paralympian. She proudly donned the number 2 for the Canadian women's sitting volleyball team. Julie has represented parasport in Saskatchewan and has advocated for many disabled athletes. She was born and raised in Melfort. Growing up, Julie always had a love for volleyball and played with her high school team here at MUCC. In the summer of 2015, just before going into grade 11 at school here, Julie was in a lawn mowing accident which resulted in the amputation of her lower left leg. She recovered from her amputation and returned to MUCC to finish her 11th and 12th year, graduating in 2017. Following her graduation, Julie studied agribusiness at the University of Saskatchewan while becoming a member of the Canadian sitting volleyball team. In February 2020, Julie helped Team Canada secure their spot for the 2021 Paralympic Games in Tokyo by winning gold at the World Paravolley Final Qualification Tournament in Halifax, Ontario, Canada. They went on to place 4th at the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. In November 2023, Julie helped her team to once again qualify for the Paralympic Games, this time in 2024 in Paris. I'm almost crying here. One of our own is at the Paralympic Games in Paris this summer. Oh my goodness. To get there, they won silver in Egypt at the Paravolleyball World Cup tournament. During her time with the Canadian women's sitting volleyball team, Julie was the youngest player on the team, as well as the only athlete from Saskatchewan. She represented Melfort proudly. Julie, along with the team, traveled to many different countries to compete and won many medals, such as bronze at the 2017 Pan Am Zonal Championships in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, bronze at the 2019 Parapan Games in Lima, Peru, gold at the 2020 final qualification in Halifax, New Brunswick, and silver at the 2020 Paravolley World Championships in Sarajevo, Bosnia, and silver at the 2023 Paravolleyball World Cup in Cairo, Egypt. So I guess she's building up her air miles. During her time with Team Canada, Julie helped her team reach the #1 ranking in the world. So I'm very, very humbled and very proud to present Julie with her plaque. Unfortunately, the plaque didn't get made in time, so you won't see it right away on the Wall of Fame that I asked you to look at. But we have a pseudo plaque right now, and then I'll make sure that Julie's plaque gets on the Wall of Fame, and also she'll be able to take one home and know how very proud we are of her. So here you go, Julie.
I've prepared a short and sweet speech today. So first off, I'd like to congratulate all the grads. This is a very exciting time for you all. I'd like to thank the MUCC staff for having me here today and for everything that they do for the school and for the students as well. What an honor and privilege it is to be standing here today with you all and on the stage once again. I'm deeply honored to be chosen for the Wall of Fame, and it's been quite an honor to be back here today. Graduates, take it from me. We are all different in some sort of way, so hold your head up high and be proud of who you are. Good luck in adulthood, and remember you can do anything you want to with determination and a little bit of stubbornness. Congrats on graduating, class of 2024, and don't forget to watch the Paralympic Games this summer on CBC Gem.
Thank you, Julie, and good morning, everyone. In the middle of your programs, you'll notice an extensive list of some generous donors. And at this time, I'd like to ask any presenters located on the first side of the program to please make your way around to the back of the gym over here, please. Following the scholarships and awards presentation, we'll have the valedictorian address, and that'll be the end of our exercises. I wish to recognize and give thanks to a few groups of people. The first are those responsible for organizing this beautiful ceremony. Thank you to the staff and scholarship committee for providing leadership in a variety of facets throughout today's events. Thank you to the tech team for making this and all the other tech-related aspects of the ceremony possible. Please join me in saying thank you to these groups. The scholarships and bursaries at MUCC are distributed amongst numerous graduates. The selection of the recipients for specific awards are made by the donors, by the committees representing the donors, or by the MUCC Scholarship Committee. Selections are made in line with the established criteria. Today, through the generosity of individuals, businesses, organizations, and a number of scholarship and awards will be presented. Please join me in showing our appreciation to all our donors. So I think we're ready, and at this time, I'd like to call on Mr. Jordan Austin to begin the awards.
Good morning, everybody. We're going to start by handing out the Amy Milne Memorial Award being presented by Mrs. Rochelle Haven. This is given to a senior student who has been supportive of the Fine Arts program and has shown leadership and enthusiasm in areas including drama, yearbook, or the tech team. The recipient of this award is Emerson Armstrong. Next up, we have the Athletic Leadership Award being presented by Mr. Dave Russell. This award is given to recognize both a male and female student who have been involved in intramurals and school teams. They are both enthusiastic and sportsmanlike leaders. The recipients of the Athletic Leadership Awards are Adam Linnell and Avriel Bodenstab. Next, we have the Lighted Torch Award being presented by Miss Darla Fay. This award celebrates a student who has shown leadership in SAA, special events, school, and volunteer organizations. This student readily accepts responsibility, is reliable, and always gets the job done with a smile on her face. And the recipient of the Lighted Touch Award is Delaney Toluchuk. Next, we have the Sean Connor Memorial Scholarship, and it's being presented by Miss Katie Kellington. This scholarship is worth $100 and recognizes an individual who shows talent and perseverance and is interested in pursuing engineering. The recipient of this scholarship is Caden Boyd. The next scholarship is the Cheyenne GM Scholarship, and it's also going to be presented by Miss Katie Kellington. Sorry, Mr. David Russell. The Cheyenne GM Scholarship is for $200, and it says right here in my program, being presented by Miss Dave Russell. Is going to a student who is continuing their education at a technical school, university, or certified training school. This year's recipient is planning to pursue a career in construction at the Saskatchewan Polytech. Congratulations to Jordan Klink. Oh. The next scholarship is the Gordon Russell McKendry Calculus Award, and this is for $200, and it's being presented by Mr. Graham Kalo. It is awarded to the top calculus student in the graduating class with an advanced placement calculus average of 98.7%, and this year's recipient is Samantha Jensen. Next up is the Joshua Solston Van Oss Memorial Scholarship worth $200. This award is to recognize a grade 12 band student who is continuing post-secondary education and is being presented by Mr. Adrian Bourgeois. The recipient of this scholarship is Marley Fettis. I would now like to welcome Mr. Lindsay Thornton to the stage to continue the program.
Our next award this morning is the Wade Rawlis Memorial Archery Award for $200. It is being presented this morning by Mr. Graham Kalo. This award is presented to a student who has demonstrated dedication and commitment to the archery program. The student also has a positive attitude and the determination to meet and exceed personal goals. They have leadership skills and encourage fellow archers. This year's recipient is Christina Terrace. The Anne Sask Character and Academic Award for $250 is being presented by Mrs. Terry Olakosi. This is to recognize excellence of character and academic achievement for students of African descent. This year's recipient plans to study kinesiology at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Temi Omalombe. The Class of 1985 Citizenship Award for $250 is being presented by Ms. Rochelle Haven. This is to recognize a student who has shown through action and word that she possesses the qualities and characteristics of volunteerism and community responsibility. Congratulations, Jalen Miller. The Knights of Columbus Award for $250 is being presented by Mr. Ron Holliday. This is to a deserving student continuing post-secondary education. This year's recipient plans to study agriculture and bioscience at the U of S. Congratulations, Ronald Ty. The Melfort Minor Football Award for $250 is being presented by Mr. David Russell. This is awarded to a student who has participated in minor football, both as a player and a coach. This year's recipient plans to attend the University of Saskatchewan in the College of Engineering. Congratulations, Henry Peterson. The H&R Block Scholarship for $300 is being presented by Ms. Katie Kellington. This year's recipient plans to study biomedical science at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Avery Heinrichsen. The Melfort Mall Barry Scolding Memorial Scholarship for $300 is being presented by Mr. Jordan Austin. This is to a deserving student who has maintained part-time employment throughout high school. This year's recipient plans to attend the College of Engineering at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Ostap Berenda. The Al Robertson Kinsman Scholarship for $500 is being presented by Mr. Michael Cole. This award is presented to a student who fulfills a leadership role in the school and community while being actively involved in volunteerism. This year's recipient plans to attend Saskatchewan Polytechnic. Congratulations, Christina Terrace. The Chase Garchinsky Memorial Scholarship for $500 is being presented by Mr. Adrian Bourgeois. This award was established by Chase's family to honor his memory. It is presented to a grade 12 band student who has been involved in band and school sport. This year's recipient plans to study nursing at the U of S. Congratulations, Christ Gloria. At this time, I would like to call forward the remaining scholarship presenters to make their way backstage. I would also like to introduce Mrs. Dawn Johnson to continue with our presentations.
All right, we'll continue with our program. Our next scholarship is the Doctors Namdi and Justina and Debuka Scholarship, valued at $500. This award recognizes a student of African descent who has demonstrated good school spirit and participated in a variety of activities. It's being presented today by the Ndebukas. Our recipient plans to study computer science at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Raheem Sakabello. Now we have the Graham Fanyu Memorial Scholarship, valued at $500 and being presented by Mr. Nick Fanyu. Like Graham, our recipient must have been involved in high school team sport, been respectful to and respected by his fellow students, teachers, and coaches, proudly represents MUCC and volunteers his or her time with younger students. Our recipient this year plans to study kinesiology at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Malik Rusk. Our next scholarship is the Laverne Morrison Memorial Award, valued at $500 and being presented by Mr. Jim Morrison. This award was created to recognize Mr. Morrison's dedication to education and athletics. It's to be awarded to a student who exhibits proficiency in math and who competes in high school track and field. Our recipient this year plans to attend the University of Saskatchewan College of Ag and Bioresources. Congratulations, Avi Bodenstab. Up next, we have our Legion Poppy Fund bursaries, and there are 6 of them at $500 each. Our presenter is Mr. Adrian Bourgeois. The criteria for this scholarship is to have satisfactory academic standing and must also be a descendant of a veteran, Canadian Forces, or RCMP member. Please come up in the order that you are called. Our recipients are Emerson Armstrong, Caden Boyd, Marley Fettis, Adam Linnell, Josh Sheminar Swan, and Christina Terrace. Now we have our McConaughey Award, valued at $500, being presented by Travis and Jackie McConaughey. The criteria for this is the student must attend a post-secondary institution, fulfill a leadership role, and be actively involved in the community by volunteering. Our recipient this year plans to attend Edwards School of Business. Congratulations, Elijah Miller. There he is. We now have our Melfort Cadet Scholarships. There are 4 of them, valued at $500 each, being presented by Ms. Shannon Marshall. These awards are presented to students who fulfill leadership roles in the school and in the community. Our recipients this year are Ananya Dara, Marley Fettis, Brooke Forseth, and Sage Gray Starsevich. Our fourth winner was Brooke Forsyth. Good job. Up next, we have the Orr Suitor Community Service Award. There are two of them, valued at $500, being presented by Ms. Rochelle Haven. This award is to recognize a student for service in their community. Our two recipients this year are Ostap Berenda and Lindsay Murphy. Now we have the Prairie North Cooperative Association Awards, and there are two again at $500 each, being presented by Mr. Kevin Arcand. These students have aspired to be their best and have shown dedication and commitment to achieving their goals with a positive attitude and a spirit of cooperation. Our two recipients this year are Kyler Hannah Freeman and Henry Peterson. And now I'm calling on Mr. David Rogers to continue with our program.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to announce the Robert Walsh Memorial Scholarship presented by Miss Maureen Walsh. The criteria is to recognize a Comet football player who has played hard, put others before himself, and is known for good sportsmanship. He exhibits both a commitment to the game and his fellow players. Planning to attend the University of Saskatchewan College of Engineering, this year's recipient of $500 is Caden Boyd. The first of two Rotary Club of Melfort scholarships presented by Wayne Collegiate is given to award presented to a female graduate attending a post-secondary institute who has shown leadership in the school and the community. Planning to attend Saskatchewan Polytechnic, this year's recipient is Gwyneth Narena. The second Rotary Club of Melfort scholarship of $500 presented by Mr. Wayne Collegiate is awarded to Isaac Haiti, planning to attend the Commerce of Commerce at the University of Alberta. The Salvation Army Studies and Social Work Award of $500 presented by Glenna Kreiderman. The criteria is recognizing a student pursuing a career in counseling or social work. The recipient this year is Cabri Romanek. the We Collaborate Leadership Awards presented by Peter and Daniel Biskian. These awards are given in recognition of Canadian multiculturalism. Just about time for lunch. The awards are given in recognition of Canadian multiculturalism. One is designated for a candidate of African, Caribbean, Indian, or Asian descent or heritage. The other is designated for a candidate of Indigenous, First Nations, Métis, or Inuit descent or heritage. The recipients must have participated in arts, sports, or volunteer activities and demonstrated leadership and good character. This year's recipients of $500 each are Kira Terrell and Isabel Stevenson. The Uzelman and Johnson Chartered Professional Accountants Award of $500 presented by Ms. Stacy Danberg. The recipient is determined by the sponsor of the award. Planning to attend the Edwards School of Business, this year's recipient is Madden Gordon Dankew. The next two awards are sponsored by Affinity Credit Union. They are the Elwood Harvey Cooperative Leadership Awards, and there are two awards of $2,500 each, and the Build a Better World Scholarship, two of $1,000 each. Presented by Ms. Gail Marie Anderson, the criteria are awards to students pursuing post-secondary and are Affinity members. This year's recipients are Samantha Jensen and Sage Gray Starcevich. Please come forward to accept your awards. The Annette Hankins Memorial Award of $1,000 is presented by Pat Downey. This award is given to someone who is furthering their education at a post-secondary institution and is an employee of Canadian Tire. Planning to pursue a degree in psychology, this year's recipient is Taylor Downey. The Betty Burlock Hodge Award number 1 of $1,000 is presented by Mr. Adrian Bourgeois. Furthering their education in post-secondary and a resident of the Melfort area, planning to attend the U of S College of Arts and Science, this year's recipient is Josh Schemenauer Swan. Please come forward. The second Betty Burlock Hodge Award of $1,000 presented by Ms. Stacy Danberg is for someone furthering their education in post-secondary and a resident of the Gronlet area. Pursuing a degree in kinesiology at the University of Saskatchewan, this year's recipient is Delaney Toluchuk. The Ingram and Yaden Accountants Business Awards, two for $1,000 each, presented by Mrs. Natasha Thornton, awarded to students with an average over 80% furthering their education through a program of at least 2 years in duration. This year's recipients are Bryden Paul and Chloe Stevenson. Please come forward to accept your award. I would now call on Mr. Tim Johnstone to come forward and conclude.
Good afternoon. It's my honor to present the Jennifer Chelshus Memorial Award for $1,000, and that today will be presented by Danelle Preet. The criteria for this award is it's the inaugural year for this award and is donated by Arco Welding and Mechanical. It is to acknowledge a student who wishes to pursue a career in visual arts or graphic designs. This year's recipient plans to pursue a bachelor's degree of design in city innovation at the University of Calgary College of Architecture. Would Isabel Stevenson please come forward? Next, we have the Music Parents Association Scholarship for $1,000, and that'll be presented by Mr. Adrian Bourgeois. This one's awarded to a graduating band student who has participated in the music program for a minimum of 4 years and is enrolled in band during his or her graduating year. Congratulations to Elise Johnson. Now we have the Norma McConaughey Memorial Scholarship for $1,000, and this will be presented by Travis and Jackie McConaughey. This student must attend a post-secondary institution and be actively involved in school and community activities and be an art or drama student. This recipient plans to attend the College of Arts and Science at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Elizabeth Schultz. Now we have the Emily Anderson Award for $1,500, and today that'll be presented by Miss Julie Anderson. The criteria for this one, it's awarded to a student pursuing post-secondary training. This student plans to attend the University of Regina Sports Management Program. Congratulations to Malik Rusk. Now we have the G.T. Anderson Physical Science Award for $1,500 and will again be presented by Miss Julie Anderson. This one's awarded to a student going into a field where science plays an important role. This student plans to study animal science at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Lindsay Murphy. Now we have the Suncrest College Scholarship. There are 3 of these at $2,000 apiece, and they'll be presented by Miss Lynette Gursky. These students must be attending Suncrest College in the fall. Congratulations to Jalen Miller, Bryden Paul, and Aaliyah Taylor. First in line is Jalen Miller. Congratulations to Bryden Paul. And congratulations, Aaliyah Taylor. Now we have the Hetland Educational Bursaries. There are 2 of these at $2,500 apiece, and they'll be presented by Miss Natasha Thornton. These are awarded to students to recognize academic effort and community involvement. Congratulations again to Jalen Miller and Christina Terrace. First up, congratulations, Jalen Miller. And congratulations to Christina Terrace. Now we have the Sefton Scholarship for $2,500, and this will be presented by Mrs. Lindsay Johnstone. Here, the recipient must be attending the University of Saskatchewan College of Education. Congratulations to Terrell Staling. Now we have the late John Teakin and Isa McCarg Teakin Scholarship for $5,000. This one will be presented by Mr. Dale McCarg. The recipient must be enrolled full-time at a Saskatchewan university, college, or technical school in the fall of his or her graduating year. This student plans to study pharmacy at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Peyton Brady. And the last award on the agenda here is the S.B. Caskey Award and the Governor General Bronze Medallion. This will be presented by Mr. David Painshaw and comes with a $1,000 check. The criteria for this one, it's given to a student who has achieved the highest academic standing in the last 2 years of secondary education. This average is calculating using all grade 11 and 12 marks listed on the student's official transcript. With an unbelievable average of 98.3%. Congratulations and well done, Samantha Jensen. Of course, that was the Governor General's Bronze Medallion, and this is the S.B. Caskey Award. Congratulations to all the award recipients. That's it for our presentations. I will now invite Mr. David Paincho back to the podium.
Before we begin, I feel like we have to address the elephant in the room. A school bell at 11:30? I have no idea how that happened. Just a little reminder, for those of you who received large plaques, please return them to the stage following the ceremony. The smaller one is for you to keep. So lastly, to finish our day off together, it's my pleasure to introduce, as chosen by your classmates, your valedictorian for 2024, Mr. Madden Gordon Danku.
Good morning, fellow graduates, proud parents, and thankful staff. My name is Madden Gordon Danku, and I'm honored to stand here today on behalf of the graduating class of 2024. I'd like to welcome you to this monumental moment in our lives, a moment that will stay with us forever. This will be the last time we're around classmates and teachers. From here on, each of us will have a unique, individual path revealing a variety of responsibilities, challenges, and expectations. But let's put that aside for now and think about how we frickin' made it. To get to this stage, we thank our parents for supporting us and the teachers for adding the stress into our lives. I mean, for guidance, thanking the teachers for the endless guidance along the way. Although we have the modern technology of AI, the growing lessons we've made throughout the years are something that doesn't come easily. The keys to our success include blood, sweat, and tears. The bloodshed came from the days of elementary school, whether you had been fighting over a swing at recess, color of crayon, the football, or even over a ball of snow for your cool fort. We all learned the valuable lesson of sharing. The sweat came when we entered the MUCC doors with the anxiety of meeting new friends and wondering if we would get beat up for bringing a new flashy lunchbox. Sweat ran down our foreheads the moment we realized we had to act our age. We learned the lesson of responsibility. Tears came from the late night studying for those important marks deciding the final fate in life. They came from the laughter in the classroom and from the parents in the crowd at this very moment as they watched their kid cross the stage and some finally leave the house. We wouldn't be attending this moment without the teachers' countless hours of dedication to our learning. We thank and appreciate them for sticking with us even through rough units. Whether it was the scandalous photos of some exam that got out in Miss Johnson's biology, she was quick to let them know she was disappointed, yet she had heart for each student. Mr. Carlson was up for any conversation. His dedication for taking a little extra time in class to talk was only something that a few, including myself, enjoyed. Mr. Sorsad going on and on about grammar and Edsby's advancing technology had left some smiling and others sleeping. Mr. Austin has had a few rough years with valedictorian speeches, so I'm going to take it easy on the guy. His wholesome smile and greetings in the morning made our days. Mr. Gray's age came with both wisdom and hints of dementia. He supposedly retired years ago, and without being paid, he shows up and makes life easier in the shop. Oh, and Mr. Peterson, the Oompa Loompa fella who still has love for his job even after his crew left last year. It's been a blast to walk across the stage and shake the hand of Mr. Paincho, but we all really wanted to shake the hand of OG Principal Heffy instead. This Tisdale Tornado fellow walked in here with inspiration make MUCC great again. And I think he's done a pretty all right job. Every week, and out of those 5 days, or 4, sometimes even 3 with those goofy NESD teacher sanctions, we walked into the doors of MUCC with a frown on our faces, sleep in our eyes, and a messy hairdo, but left filled with laughter. Whether it was the off-topic discussions of our yearly memes, reminiscing about those crazy parties over the weekend, having a personal conversation with Mr. Carlson, or even yelling out sketch impressions like, "Tuesday, Tuesday," or "Thank you, brother." It was hard not to enjoy every last day at MUCC. The moment we entered MUCC, we wanted to go straight home, and now we all want to go party like Pete Diddy. Because there ain't no party like a Diddy party. This milestone has brought both excitement and fear to the next stage in our lives. High school is the end of the first chapter in the rest of our story. Students, be sad because you're saying goodbye to most of your friends. Parents, be sad because your children are going off on their own, or be happy, whatever the case may be. My final advice to you is that whatever you do in life, whatever path you take, wherever you end up, find something you love. I don't care if it's a person, a place, or a hobby. Find something that you'll hold on to more than anything else. Plenty of mistakes will come as roadblocks, but you will learn from them and then eventually conquer them. As Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Bow, bow, ch, ch, chicka, chicka. Grow from the past, learn in the present, and be ready for the future. But let's enjoy the now because we made it. To the grads of 2024, you are dismissed. You are dismissed.